Today we are inside Gotham. We are inside Gotham City. It's raining. The Batman signal is on. It's a crime scene, you know what I'm saying? But we will learn about firewalls. A firewall is a device within a network responsible for determining what traffic is allowed to enter and exit. Think of a firewall as border security for a network. An administrator can configure a firewall to permit or deny traffic from entering or exiting a network based on numerous factors such as where the traffic is coming from. Has the firewall been told to accept denied traffic from a specific network? Where is the traffic going to? Has the firewall been told to accept denied traffic destined for a specific network? What port is the traffic for? Was the firewall being told to accept denied traffic destined for port 80 only? What protocol is the traffic using? Was the firewall being told to accept denied traffic, that is UDP, TCP or both? Interesting. Good questions, good questions. Firewalls perform packet inspection to determine the answer to these questions. So firewalls are devices that accept or deny requests based on the packets inspection, right? A network administrator will configure such a device. Firewalls come in all shapes and sizes, from dedicated pieces of hardware, often found in large networks like businesses, that can handle a magnitude of data, to residential routers like at your home, or software such as Nord. Firewalls can be categorized into 2 to 5 categories. Two primary categories of firewalls are in the table below: stateless, stateful and stateless. Stateful means that this type of firewall uses the entire information from a connection. Rather than inspecting an individual packet, this firewall determines the behavior of a device based upon the entire connection. This firewall type consumes many resources in comparison to stateless. Exactly. It's like TCP and UDP. Stateless firewalls, as the decision making is dynamic. For example, a firewall could allow the first part of a TCP handshake that would later fail. If a connection from a host is bad, it will block the entire device. And a stateless firewall means that this firewall type uses a static set of rules to determine whether or not individual packets are acceptable or not. For example, a device sending a bad packet will not necessarily mean that the entire device is then broken, is then blocked. While these firewalls use much fewer resources than alternatives, they are much dumber. For example, the firewalls are only effective as the rules that are defined within them. If a rule is not exactly matching, it is effectively useless. However, these firewalls are great when receiving large amounts of traffic from a set of hosts, such as distributed denial of service attacks. What layers of the OSI model do firewalls operate at? You can see there are two options, and also we have in our notes here and hardware and software. So it can be at a hardware level or a software layer. Well, if it's at the hardware layer, that is the physical layer. I will say layer 1 and layer, is that the physical layer? And as a software, I will say it's layer 4. That's the transport layer. Let me see. That's the transport layer. Let me see if I switch the answers 4 and 1. No. Okay. So that would be my answer. It's layer 3 and 4. Layer 3 is network. And layer 4 is transport. Okay, let's see. A firewall generally works at layer 3 and 4. Layer 3 is a network layer where the IP works. And the layer 4 is the transport layer where the TCP and UDP function. Yes, many firewalls today have advanced up the OSI layers and can even understand layer 7, the application layer. Cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. What's going on? 3, 4. Okay. What category of firewall inspects the entire connection? Stateful. Stateful. What category of firewall inspects individual packets? Stateless.